So this is a more I feel like all my pyro builds are unique, but this is probably the most unique one. It is by far an inferior one for damage. So both my other pyro builds you've seen, they clear this expedition in roughly 7 minutes and 45 seconds on average for both. This dude took 10 minutes and 5 seconds, and it was so long, this video didn't even finish before, as you'll see, it just cuts out at the end, because I can only do 10-minute videos, and it wasn't long enough time. I mean, to be fair, though, 10 minutes is not a long time for this expedition, because this is one of the longer ones. So I honestly think his damage on his own is still pretty good, but it's not as good, though, without any doubt, compared to my other two pyro builds. However, unlike them, this, at least when it's done, will be definitely my tankiest pyro, which is why he's looking the most molten and devastator look. Now, the big thing for him, if you saw his gear, is I need Circle of Power. I just need it. I'm getting rid of Danger Close. Does nothing for him. It's just a dead mod. So I'm 100% getting rid of that mod for Circle of Power. First chance I ever find a way to maneuver gear on him to get Circle of Power, I'm taking it. And still keep all my other mods, of course. Because he has better armor, way better health than the other two pyros you've seen, and better leech healing. Better skill leech healing. So, once he gets Circle of Power and gets his resistance up to the other two's pace, then he will by far be my tankiest pyro at that point. So that's what he's got going for him. The other thing is his debuffs. So my main pyro build is better than him for mass, like battlefield-wide debuffs. But this dude is the best debuff pyro. The best team support, damage increasing pyro. For people who fight near me is the best way to put it. Especially with all his skill spamming. So I'm tossing thermal bombs and branded debuffs from that. And burnt out from heat waves just all over the freaking place around me. But he's got Death Sentence, and just like my main pyro build, has vulnerability and carbonization though, which he does not have. However, one of his, branded alone basically accounts for those two debuffs, at least for anyone close to me. And then if you combine that with burnt out stacking, then that alone is increasing anomaly damage higher than my main pyro can do for the people who fight in my vicinity. The big thing for him though is he also has, that's why he has Scorched Lands. Now, Scorched Lands is not just for looks, even though it looks freaking amazing. I mean, just look at the molten stuff beneath my feet. That's what that is Scorched Lands. You don't get that look for Heatwave if you don't have Scorched Lands. And now that is a mod that does nothing for him at all, because it's 40% more weapon damage bonus, but only that, and this dude has no weapon damage. But it affects your teammates again. So I'm buffing people who use anomaly power even more than my other main pyro for at least bosses and elites that we're focused on as a team, again, when they're closer to me. But I'm buffing gun builds even more, like another 40% for them. So gun builds get even crazier with this dude as a support build. So that's why I love this dude, because he is like this embodiment of a tank support. As I keep saying, most of my builds for most of these classes are going in the vicinity of tank support. This guy is the embodiment of that. And again, his damage is not that bad. Last mod I want to get is probably get rid of Empowerment for Captain Hunter, by the way. Just up his damage more.